Hello, everybody. I am Tabo. I'm at the lovely Pirita Tui School. We are in sunny South Africa, and finally, for the first time, you get to see us in the same space. Hee hee. So it's been over a month now since we finished our project Hallowed Walls, and this is our last diary for Hallowed Walls for this year as well. So we thought we should end it with a bang. But nonetheless, we also have Q&A, feedback from participants who watched the show virtually. Much appreciated to you guys for showing us some love. We wish our hands and arms were just long enough to hug you all at the same time.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, we're about to get on to our Q&A session.
Yeah. It's not that much of a Q&A session. We just kind of wanted to... there were questions from the feedbacks, and we thought first that if we could respond to everybody individually, but thought that let's do one more, a diary video, and kind of dress all the questions at the same time, so that anyone who is there kind of been following our journey and for this project, you can kind of see also what kind of questions there has been. And yeah, we've been going through the feedbacks now. That what's kind of your mind of how it was reading the feedback firstly before we go to the questions?
It was quite interesting, going through the entire feedback. I think it was quite honest as well, which I feel is what we need for this kind of project. So most definitely it is quite valuable, and moving forward we will most definitely take the feedback into account. And what about yourself? What went into your head?
It's of course, because it's also online
Yeah.
performance, you can't really see instantly how the audience will react. So as a performer, I felt like it's really heartwarming
Yeah.
to read the feedback and also then understand more how people felt about the piece. So thank you for everybody who has left their feedback. It means a lot for us. It really means a lot. And of course the whole project we now finished in end of October, so over a month, like Tabu said. And this being kind of our little reflection time, kind of going back what's been happening and where we've been kind of applying now, of taking the Hallowed Walls on a different festivals. So yeah, that's been kind of on our agenda being now and what we've been doing. And yeah, it was really hectic few months of kind of working and trying to get that performance done and doing all the performances. So I think we all both just needed also a little bit of time aside from the Hallowed Walls to really understand what this everything was for us. And yes, huge thanks for all the people honestly who came to see us, and for leaving the feedback. We could not do this without a lovely audience for each performance. The support means for us a lot, and it's been lovely to be working with John and Lucy, who was in our team. Shame that we all can't be now in the same space, but maybe someday we will.
Sure.
I hope so. And also of course a huge thanks for Creative Scotland to making this happen, for our giving us the funding for doing this work, and then our partners Dance Space and then Citymoves. You couldn't do this work without you guys, so huge thanks for them.
Big ups.
But let's go to the questions.
Absolutely.
What's the first question what we had there?
The first question reads, are you planning another event like this at the moment? Perhaps having more performers would increase the variety of characters and situations. So do you mind just responding to that one?
I can answer that one. So for Hallowed Walls, it's duet, so it's two people, But yeah, I kind of feel like there's 4 performers because what Lucy and John are also doing on the side, they are really part of the performance. But yeah, on the stage, what you can't really see, it's there is 2 people. So Hallowed Walls is a duet, and other work that we've been working with has been on hold for 2 years, and we were kind of hoping to start working it now, but because of the kind of the whole COVID situation at the moment, and then a few kind of funding stream kind of go through, so we are now kind of postponing it more for next year to push it through. And that's also a duet at the moment, I think.
Yeah.
But it might change. But yeah, that's a duet between us. But I have been working with the online performance with my own dancers. That I've been just a choreographer, and I had 5 dancers, and they were all performing from a different space. So I have kind of done that already in an online space. So I think this was only kind of the last 2 years has been kind of just starting out with this online stuff. I think it just kind of has opened the doors for it. So I definitely say that somehow we are planning, and we are going to do something more in online, and yeah, maybe the next
Certainly. All right. So yeah, while you still have the mic, before you pass the mic, do you mind just going through the next question?
You can read the questions.
All right.
It goes so well.
Okay, cool. The second question, I think these are 2 questions in one. But what was the toughest part to conceptualize, create, and what are the proudest moments? I'd say the toughest part was, the toughest part was us being in 2 different countries. There was no point in time you and I met in person, so the rehearsal time was fully digital, performances were fully digital as well. It brought about great interest. I feel the proudest of all is just going through the feedback and hearing most of the participants identifying themselves in the project, advising or indicating rather that they could see that isolation, they could see that loneliness, they could see the happiness, they related with the kind of props that we used to put the show forward. So that is a pat on the back for us, I say, so that's the proudest moment for me.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Yeah, I could definitely agree on those. Yeah, good.
Dope. Grow.
What's next?
Next question. Let's see.
The wind blows us away.
Yeah. Okay, so this one starts with a gratitude. So thank you for a wonderful experience at the end of a busy week. How did you plan the performance and rehearse? Was it all done online?
Yeah, I can answer that.
Yeah.
So everything happened online, like Tabu just said. All the rehearsals, planning, doing, reflecting, everything has happened online. We haven't been in the same space for over almost 2 years. So everything happened online, and the start of the idea started when the COVID kind of hit, and we wanted to start, because before that we were working on our beautiful chaos, and we wanted to see how we can still kind of keep on working even though that the COVID is keeping us apart.
Yeah.
And we world apart. I'm in UK and Tabo has been in South Africa, so how we can start kind of still keep on working, and can we perform from 2 different countries, but also then kind of process the whole COVID and lockdown, because for me as an artist I get a lot of inspiration for topics that are coming from daily life, and I think that's also my way of dealing stuff that is happening It helps me to get through of things.
Yeah.
So I started to do this little diary, like social distance diary, little videos, and looking at different angles of how the film and where to kind of see the movement, and we've been discussing about it more and more, and they kind of started the idea of if we have a little bit of different topic, the topic, and seeing it for a different way for audience to experience, because from news we can just all the time just hear of what this virus has done, and everything is in numbers, how many people is positive tested, and so on and so on. So yeah, we wanted to give a different voice for it. But it started over a year ago, and it was a long process. We did the research part on January, and then finally got the second funding from Creative Scotland to really do the performance stage. So yeah, everything happened online from the start till the end. Well, now we are in the same space, but but yeah, with the project wise.
Sure.
I think, did we answer that question?
Yeah,
I think we did.
You did well with it.
Thank you.
All right, cool. And the next question is, why Scotland and dance space? Why Scotland and dance space?
You want me to answer that?
Yeah, go ahead while you edit.
So, because I'm based in Scotland, and I had already existing kind of relationship with dance space. I've been working there from the start when I moved to Scotland.
Yeah.
So yeah, for us to do it, to start doing it from Scotland side was really because I'm from there, and I had my connections in there, and we like, well, we'll see how it first fits in Scotland, and yeah, Dance Space also then partnered with us with support, so it was a huge gratitude for Dance Space. And yeah, and I think because it's also kind of, we wanted to Scotland to be now our first kind of doing the performance stage now firstly in Scotland, because we both are hoping to kind of start our lives together in Scotland.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of led in the more and more that we want to now focus in Scotland and see kind of how the performance stage will go there, and then start to reach out to more in different festivals.
Okay. Awesome.
And the last question, when will you meet again?
We are in the same space as we speak.
It's been here in Scotland for 1 week. Scotland, no, South Africa.
South Africa.
I was talking about so much Scotland.
Okay.
Not yet. But yeah, I luckily was able to fly here before all the kind of things hit it off again. But yeah, we are here. So yeah, that was kind of the biggest questions that we had on the feedbacks. So now I guess my last question for you.
Yeah.
Well, now thinking that we have had this time away from the performance and the whole project, what's your kind of now, how would you say in few lines, what the biggest outtake, what you learned, what's running to your mind?
Yeah, I mean, quite a number of things that I took from this in particular. This is, like I indicated earlier on, it's my first fully digital online performance, 100% rehearsals done online, performances were also done online. So it had its own challenges as well, but I like the fact that with every challenge comes experience, expertise, and new skills. So yeah, it's the kind of challenge that you want to take on as a person, I also have one last question for you.
Okay.
Yeah. For somebody who has done numerous online performances, before, who's hosted classes as well. What do you think is different about Hallowed Walls?
Well, it's also it for me as a performer. It's
Yeah.
of course when I'm teaching, that's a different side of me. When I'm performing, it's a different side of me. The other performances that I have done, it's been me more being the choreographer, so it's been kind of side from the stage. So now being more on the stage and showing a different side for me. So and which is also really personal side. So I think that's the biggest difference from it.
Okay.
And yeah, and just somebody asked me a while back that would I change anything about the piece, and I wouldn't.
Okay.
I think I have done the craziest ideas in there, what we kind of could have done, and I wouldn't change anything, which is even sometimes working on a piece. You sometimes after that you're like, oh, why did I do? Oh, I wish I changed that. But with this one, I wouldn't change anything, which is also a first time for me.
Yeah.
And yeah, I like this of having these crazy ideas to build something new and different.
Sure.
And I think that I haven't seen anything done like this in online, and that two people are performing it live, and how we kind of make it work, and the dance and the poetry. I haven't seen anything like that.
True.
Might be that if there is, I'm interested to hear, but we tried to research and we couldn't find anything. But yeah, I think that's what inspires me to have these crazy ideas and see, can they work? And from the start of this project, I didn't know, can this work? And I don't, with all of the performance that I've now done in online, I have no idea will they work. But luckily somehow they will always kind of find a way.
Sure.
So yeah, I think that, just in few words, I think this just the short version from it is just, I think I'm always going with my crazy ideas, but the different from this one, that it really showed really a personal side.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of something unique and different as well, in what you and I have created, I feel we acted as a mouthpiece for not only UK citizens, or not only for SA citizens, but for the global world, in terms of bringing this kind of awareness, and the fact that it resonates with the whole world as well. It makes it speak in volumes. I must say, it's this kind of awareness that I feel we've also brought into performance arts. Like you said, rather than us focusing on numbers, the devastating news of people, mutations, and new strains of the virus, we decided to channel our practices in a unique way that will address this issue in a way that empathizes with everybody and relates with most, So
and I think for now it's what I find interesting. It's going to be we try to get it on a different festival. So whoever is watching, if you have any in your city, we'll be happy to work with you and find it on a different country again, and more kind of focus on that area. Like, I know that it's online, so it can reach anyone anywhere.
Yeah.
But if it's kind of too broad, and it can get kind of out of hand. So we want to kind of target and send it to different places, and because we also found a way that it can be also streamed in a kind of theater as well. How we had our premiere. So we've been now applying and hoping to if anybody has any ideas for other festivals, or you're looking something like this, send us a message. And yeah, I'm curious on also understanding of performing this on 2 or 3 years later, or even 5 years later, like how it resonates then with people, like more longer time gone past from this virus and this pandemic. I think then it's going to be interesting to see how it resonates for people after that. So, but I think for now, just like we said from the start, thank you so much for our partners, Dance Space, Citymoves, and our founder, Creative Scotland, for this, that we were able to work together and make this work happen. And also work with, thank you for Lucy and John to work with us making this happen as well. We couldn't outdo them. And also for all the audience that was with us and our workshop participants. It's been amazing journey.
Much love.
Yeah, we hope we can keep on performing it, keep on seeing what's gonna happen next, and we will keep doing these little videos now and then when we have an opportunity to perform it again. But now we just want to send everybody have a good day and take care. Stay safe.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, it's great. It's December. So Merry Christmas time. And hopefully we'll see you guys soon again.